lakes of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Gets the back moving. Play action with Williams. Looking for a deep man. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incomplete.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Washington coming to the line with another first down.
Ready. 22. Hey, move. Go.
Here's Williams to throw. Pressure coming. And they got it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give from the gun.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Williams will pass. He's got him. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. calls his own number. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Huskies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Got his man on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Williams. Trying to bow his way in. Touchdown, Washington. They strike first.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Punts it out of the air. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Williams, under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They want to run this quarterback and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Fourth down, Williams. Finds his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Tries to get it on the ground. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the...
Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do.
Here's a little room there. At the 20. He is in. Touchdown Seminoles.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Williams. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. This one's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moss.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. He breaks a tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. Here's Williams to throw. Back open in the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting it to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throw him the football. He does the rest, picks up the big first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Husky. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
To the sidelines on this return. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Wide open. He makes the catch. Running free. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Bring in the heat. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Under fire. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew them.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Boise State taking on the number 11 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Broncos on top right now as they look to dig out of a big hole. dropping 4 of the first 5 was no way to start a season. Perhaps they found something here today.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Wiles. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down and run. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. That one will give them the lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Pulls it in. It's Lawson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. see if they can do it again. With the catch, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Quickly to the tight end. And they swarm him under. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Keeps it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but
makes the catch, and he's free. And they get him down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leader, Washington. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So we open the final period with a third down play. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Throwing, Williams. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. And send the tight end in motion. Williams to throw for it on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Noles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got a man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run play action. Got his man out of the backfield.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Got a big ball up there and knocks it down incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right on the money. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
That just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking down the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Options galore here. Second and just a few inches. Right back to the well. Got a little grass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The give as they work on that clock. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to surge it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Big fella moving. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we get 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got
makes the grab in their space. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Working that left side now. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, what a cut! He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Snaps it in the shotgun. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, no! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. You start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.